We're about to get underway here. It's going to be Brackley who will kick off, shooting from right to left as I watch in the stand here. And they move the ball through the back now and up to the front, where Hamza and Sharif makes a good, clean header to clear. It's down the left-hand side now with George Cantrell, who plays it forward to Kane Felix, back in the starting lineup, and then Jonathan Wafula unable to get onto it. Brackley, though, claim possession, move it down the right-hand side. Brad Wade out. It goes back here to Howarth. Howarth, in turn, looks for a pass forward. He plays it up, and Lafuda's got into the box on the edge of the area. He's just dispossessed. And the look across accusingly at the assistant on that side.
At the far end of the stand. It's good. I ain't getting out until half-time, so we'll have to take it as it is for now, I think.
With our apologies.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Now the ball long forward from the free kick, and a shot comes away after the initial ball in was headed out to James Armson. Runs over, feigns to take the free kick. Cantrell, left arm up, right boot, curls it into the box, up towards Ben Sharif. Doesn't connect with it cleanly. Andre Jones nods it back into the area. Not cleared, and then Guiseley almost pick it up and rob it in front of the goalkeeper when Andy Kellett scurries in there. But they scramble it away, the visitors. Good pressure this from Guiseley. Keem Hines that goes into Armson. Armson finds a good ball onto the edge of the area where Unlove collects it. He's forced away, goes out to the right-hand side. Good pressure here. Byrne floats the ball into the box, headed away by Umbeka. Guiseley still not cleared. The shot comes in from the edge of the area from Byrne. It takes a deflection. It has Brad Wade wrong-footed and thankfully goes behind. 5 red shirts on the edge of the 18-yard box. This one floated in. A really good header at the edge of the 6-yard box. And a brilliant save from Brad Wade to tip it up onto the post. Ethan Coleman must have thought he'd scored when he connected with that.
I thought he'd scored.
But Guiseley managed to hold firm. He lays the ball into Howarth. Now Cantrell, left-hand side, looks for an angle. Plays it in here to Kellett. Kellett goes down to the byline, gets it into the area. Sliding in his Hamza Ben Sharif. Then a shot from distance comes in from Umbeka. And it just goes a few inches wide of the upright. And for a moment, that looked like that might be going into the top corner.
Because they're all sat around the laptop. Normally they'd be gossiping down there. But they can't because they know that everyone watching on YouTube will overhear that.
Now the ball played over the top. Brackley have got in here. Wes York's made some space inside the penalty area. Can he get the shot away? No, he's played it square. It's picked up, though, by Mitford, who gets a shot, which is blocked. And then a return ball to Armson, and he takes it on the full volley and blasts it over and wide, thankfully. But again, really dangerous. Kane Felix moving out to the left-hand side of the penalty area. This one sort of mid and central. So it's a nice little play here from Howarth and Kellett. Kellett works it out to the left-hand side and then crosses it. And the cross just curls onto the top of the netting of the goal before going out. But from this angle, for a fraction of a second, it looked like that might test the goalkeeper. Guiseley, meanwhile, conceding another cheap free kick just inside the Brackley half. Gives them a chance to set up play forward. Fuller's arguing that they're bringing the ball a little bit too far forward. And in the end, this set play will eventually start with it back level with the centre circle inside the Brackley half and taken by goalkeeper Danny Lewis, who comes up to launch this one long. And that's used up the final seconds of the first 45 of 45, which has been interesting. It's not been pulsating football. It's certainly had its moments, though, and the best moment of the half will, perhaps from a Guiseley perspective, belong to Brad Wade, who produced a wonderful save from close range. And Trey Mitford has been replaced by Matt Lowe. So Mitford off, Matt Lowe on. He came to the club. He's a midfielder, came to Brackley in 2015 on loan originally from Cambridge United. Now, plying his trade regularly for Brackley. And Lafuda will try and win it in the centre circle, but loses out. And now down the other end, it's Unlove who's got the better of Umbeka and has moved into the penalty area, lays it back. Is on this spot, is Byrne, but he couldn't get the ball down. Still not cleared. Guys, he's still having to defend. Low with a shot. It ricochets off the goalkeeper to the edge of the 6-yard box. Then Love can't apply the finish. Guiseley scramble it clear. Now a chance for the counter, but then before Gabriel Johnson can make any headway, he's cut out, and Jordan Cullinane Liebird is pushed over. Left arm up from George Cantrell. Feigns to go for the ball. Howarth delivers, this time towards the back post, but hit over everyone and behind for a goal kick.
Which isn't really what you would want him to be doing in your team, is it?
Cantrell now with the free kick, floated into the box, headed up. It's at the back post, there's a chance, there's a shot that comes in and it's fired home! LeBrun Becker, what a strike! Against the run of play, but the Lions have struck, and how? LeBrun Becker, a beautiful goal, gives the Lions the lead. Brackley are trailing. Guiseley 1, Brackley 0.
Fantastic shot. A moment of real quality to break the deadlock in this game. He absolutely hammered that home. What a brilliant finish that is.
Cantrell down the left-hand side. He's been everywhere today. Cantrell plays the ball into the area. Johnson's making a run. Darting run. Plays the ball back. Falls towards Wafula on the edge of the area, but the shot doesn't connect neatly. And then it's cleared into the Guiseley halfway. And Love plays a beautiful ball into the middle of the pack to Byrne. Byrne takes a shot and equalises. The counter-attack, so incisive there from Brackley. And Love, just as Nick was saying, leading the line so well, plays a very precise ball infield to Byrne. You can't begrudge the quality of the strike and the quality of the move. It's now Guiseley 1, Brackley 1.
Well, Guiseley lost the shape and the concentration there. George Cantrell now just getting back to centre-back.
Played forward now by Newell into the Brackley half, back into Newell, who sends it over the top this time. Nodded down nicely by Johnson into Wafula. Wafula, he's got Kane Felix to the right, goes for a shot himself. Just, well, it was a grass cutter, wasn't it? It rolled into the arms, really, of Danny Lewis. Players are in defensive mode. This one lines up the taker, drills it towards goal, and it's in. And it's Coleman who scores from the set play to give the advantage to Brackley, and with the time remaining, possibly to secure the 3 points and to take them back down south as the Lions now trail by 2-1.
So there's a thing where you're sort of thinking, well, we're still a bit thin in the squad. You know, we definitely need another creative player. We definitely need someone to lead the line. There's another thing of like, well, some of these players haven't played together very much. Oh,
now there's a chance here for Brackley as the ball's returned from the goal kick to York. York will shoot, and he fires it home from a tight angle. Brad Wade beaten. His ball fell onto the head from the clearance of Matt Lowe. Lowe played it through to Wes York. York pulled out to the right-hand side. It looked like a tight angle, but York managed to find a space between Brad Wade and the post. Game, set and match to Brackley. Guiseley 1, Brackley 3.
Well, yeah, and well done to Brackley. Another good finish at a tight angle that time at Brad Wade's near post. He's done well to find the space and get that into the back of the net, but a very soft goal to be given away at this stage, you know, from the position that we restarted play there. You know, it shouldn't happen like that, should it? Restart, head, through to the striker, beats the keeper. It's very, very simple.
John Wayne, Russ O'Neill after the 3-1 defeat at home to Brackley, after having got our noses in front, you must be very disappointed not to come away with anything from this afternoon.
Massively disappointed. Like you say, you know, I thought we started the first half really well. I thought we were a better team first half, in all honesty. The difference between spending more fixture and today is we didn't get the goal in the first half that I thought we deserved. Second half, we came out, they changed a little bit of shape and a bit of personnel, and we were on the back foot. But what we did to get to 70 minutes was we then stuck in there and got the next goal, which gives us a massive lift. And from that point, then we should never get beat, and you know, we have done so. That's the big disappointment for me.
It's been a tough afternoon all round. We've had yet another injury.
Yeah.
Losing Andy Keller. How much of a difference did that make?
It made a huge difference, but like you say, you brought Gabriel Johnson. He's more than capable, you know, of filling that role in, and he's played it for all last season and majority of this. So as much as it's a disappointment to lose Andy, you know, he shouldn't really derail us that much. And like you say, you know, we go 1-0 up, and that's the massive disappointment. And and we get a chance right at the other end to make it 2-0 a minute later after we score, and a transition, they win the ball back at the edge of their 18-yard box, and it goes full length of the pitch and they score, and that can't happen. That's a naivety. That's not a tactical. That's not a mental or a physical. That's a naivety that's got them back in the game, and that's the reason why they've made playoffs for the last 5-6 years, because they've got experienced players that know the game, that stay in the game, and we should really, pains me to say, but we should take a foul at the edge of their 18-yard box just after we've just scored. George Cantrell, in his eagerness to get forward, we're on the front foot, we're trying to get the second, and he makes an overlapping run. But then the minute that it gets turned over into a transition, we should commit a foul at the edge of their box and stop a transition. And then when they get the goal, it's back on fight again. And I thought again we did all right then, but after we got back to 1-1. But we get silly free kicks away again and silly fouls edge of the box, and it counts, and the game goes on the red. And do we deserve to lose that game? If you talk about mistakes and you talk about know-how, then I think we do. But in reflection, I don't think we've done enough to win. But I don't think on reflection, looking back at the game, if you looked at it and analysed it, I don't think we deserve to lose it. It's just a bit of naivety that's catching us out at the moment.
Ever since the period of isolation, it's been a real battle to keep players fit and to get back to a full-strength side and get the performances back. But we just looked like we'd start to turn the corner as well against Spennymoor. Is this a setback, or do you take some positives from the performance overall?
I think we've got to take positives from the performance. I think you've got to take all the positives we can, and we've got to eradicate all the negatives. But as you say, the injuries that are picking up, it's the same for everybody all through the season. I've said it time and time again. It will be. This is a different season to any other season, and you've got to make sure that you try and stay on top of them injuries and try and stay on top of it. So it's not luck that people are getting injured. It's how do you prepare yourself? How do you look after yourself away from what we do at Guiseley? And that'll be the big difference. But you say you miss players today, you're making substitutions with Prince Polos on a suspension from a red card that we don't think were a red card, and things seem to be going against us at the moment. But we'll lick us wounds and we'll come back stronger. We've got to Chorley, which is a real tough game on Tuesday. It really is. I think they've gone away to Boston and won, and fantastic in the FA Cup. So it'll be a massive test, but it was a massive test on Tuesday, and we believe in these lads. And I knew that I really fancied ourselves going into Spennymoor, and I fancy ourselves again going into Chorley.